Assalamu alaikum. Good afternoon to the seventh digital summit. Before we start the summit's key proceeding, I'd like to show some respect and for two very dear industry professionals and our friends who left us very recently. First, look within yourself. See exactly what you intend to do. Then start your journey of life. Avoid the apparentness of life. Get into life itself. This is what a great man said who started the most successful creative agencies in the country. Yes, I'm talking about Mr. Ali Zakir, freedom fighter, Ekushe Padak, winning stage and TV actor, director, member of the Shadin Bangla Betar Kendra, an eminent personality who just left us recently in deep sadness. And the entire industry mourns his loss. Aditya Kabir, head of strategy and CaratCom, he also left us very recently and very suddenly. A poet, writer, and one of the top advertising professionals of the country, Aditya had a long career in the creative and advertising agency. A man who taught advertising is not what you state, but how you state, and that we are the narrators. A bold, brilliant, extremely knowledgeable, and a humorous personality who was adored by the entire industry. We deeply mourn his loss. Now, I'll request everyone who are present virtually now to show a 1 minute silence as a respect to the departed soul. Can we have 1 minute silence, please? Thank you. The last 8 months or so has been the most difficult and the challenging times all of us has faced in whatever space, whatever position we are in. And that difficult time isn't over yet. The pandemic has got many different dimensions, and it has inflicted on us both from an individual level, sometimes very hard-hitting emotional journey, to for professional space, serious business loss, to struggle in business in many other format. And everyone has tried to do their best to recover from these difficult times. Brands and business are no different. And digital, in that space, in that complex space, has been sort of a lifesaver for almost everything. This summit itself we are having virtually when physically we cannot meet. 1 year before, we could not actually imagine a virtual event. No one would be interested. No one would be part of this because we used to look at virtual in a very limited lens for everything. And experts are saying that the pandemic has pushed almost the entire virtual transformation, the digital transformation, by 4 to 5 years. And hopefully that transformation is for the better. And in the digital summit, we will be exploring how we are sort of facing off this digital transformation, how we are looking into the new evolving digital marketing space. Not necessarily everything is new, but we are using it much more extensively than before. When you talk about digital, I think one thing gets lost a little bit. On the one side, there are the new technology, the platform, each platform has their own characteristics. They have their own technical, functional requirements, and how to effectively use them to serve a specific purpose that each of us, the brands, try to achieve. And that's an essential skill that we need to. These are like a basic fundamentals that every brand, every business, every agency must possess. Doesn't matter what sector, what category you are in. But there is another side, and that side at times gets missed out. And that is the whole component of the human side of things. Sometimes we get seduced by digital transformation or digital ecosystem so much that we forget digital is not a solution. Digital is not the end sort of journey. It's a tool. It's a means to our much bigger end, and the bigger end to serve customer. A business exists to serve its customer. So if you just go back to the very famous Peter Drucker statement, for a business, there are only two functions which adds value to customer: innovation and marketing. The rest are support functions to fulfill this particular specific goal. So which means that we exist to serve our customer, and everything that's done, digital transformation, using of digital platform, any strategic thinking, must be born out of keeping the customers at the center. Now, keeping customers at the center is not something new that we are saying. This has been, we have been taught on these core essence in marketing for years. But the question to ask, have we done that? And in most cases, apart from exceptions, I personally feel we did not. For us, it was a tool to gain and pursue growth, to earn more profit, to earn more return to shareholders. And all of these we must pursue. Without that, we don't exist. These are like oxygen to the brain. But what we miss out is, and what this pandemic has taught us, in the end, after we have everything is said and done, what matters is people. What matters is planet. What matters is our community. And unless we are aware of it, and our activities, our creation of brands, our new innovations, everything is born out of that realization, I think we are missing the big picture. And without having that perspective, I don't think we'll be creating a sustainable future moving forward. So we are calling it a great reinvention. We are calling it a reawakening to prepare ourselves for the future. And in that future, digital will be our most trusted ally. But this is not going to solve everything. We know of many examples how digital is creating havoc on many things. So the answer lies with us, people, those who design the solutions, those who design our brands, those who design our engagements. So we need to discover how and redesign the way we look at brands, our business, and our business role in community, in society, in people's life. And with that realization, I believe we can truly create a successful brand, which will be successful, which will be profitable, but which will bring prosperity, not only to the company, but also to the community in different format. So I hope that in these 2 days dialogue will offer us many insights. I'll request all of you to please think deeply of the things that are discussed. You don't have to agree with everything, but you have to reflect and examine. Examine every notion that you have. Question every notion that we have thought right and correct for 5 years or 10 years or forever. They may not be true. And the future may be very different. Our future we may create in a very different manner, which would be fulfilling for us, which will be rewarding for the company and for the community. So with that hope, and hopefully that this 2 days discussion adds a lot of value to all of us, I welcome all of you to the 7 Digital Summit. Have a great learning virtual engagement. Thank you.